everyone, welcome to Love and Lux. Today I'm going to go over my SLG collection from Louis Vuitton. Before I do that, I'll go over what I'm wearing. This dress is from Fashion Nova. I believe it's from Fashion Nova. It's from so many years ago. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's no longer available. It just has this one shoulder, long sleeve on one side, and then nothing on the other side. What else? My jewelry is, well, my everyday wedding ring, and then the everyday rings I normally wear, Hermes and Gucci. And then the rest of the jewelry that I'm wearing is just the Louis Vuitton jewelry that I talked about in another video. So you have the earrings, the matching necklace, and the matching bracelet. In another video, I think I talked about this set and when I bought it. I talked about this set and when I bought it, and basically I think I mentioned that I think I bought the earrings first, and I liked it so much that I went back and I bought the bracelet and the necklace. My perfume I'm wearing is Tom Ford Bitter Peach. I like this one. This is just the atomizer, but I have the full size on my vanity. It smells good. It smells, I mean, you can definitely smell the peach, but it has, I don't know, to me it has a, I can't explain that smell. It's almost like vanilla, like peach and vanilla, but I'm not sure. I can't explain. I'm not good at explaining scents, but I like it. And then on my lips, I'm wearing Tom Ford. And this one is called 07 Absolute Peach Absolute. And this is the color. This one's probably my favorite, one of my favorite lip glosses from Tom Ford. Yeah, this is what it looks like. And yeah, it's called Peach Absolute number 07. And I think that's it. So we'll go over my SLGs. I was trying to make sure that I wasn't leaving anything out. Yeah, because sometimes when I do these videos, collection videos, a lot of times I don't realize that I left something out. So hopefully I got everything, but if I don't, I mean, whatever. You'll wind up seeing it anyways. So I guess we'll start with, I don't have any particular way. I'm just going to show stuff. So this is the Toiletry 15 in monogram. I do have toiletries in here. I keep the basic regular, I'm not going to go over everything and like what I have inside, but I basically keep the regular toiletries in here. And when I need it, then it's already packed up and ready to go. And this I usually just keep it on a shelf because it's too big to keep with where I keep my other SLGs. So if it's too big, then you've probably seen it on a shelf before. I've never used this as a clutch. I use the 26 as a clutch, but not the 15. So I put this down inside of my totes when I'm going to be gone for a long time. Whether it's all day, like a long day trip, or overnight, a weekend trip, a lot of the times I'll take this one. If I'm going to be gone longer, then I'll take the Toiletry 26 and use that one. Or I'll use this one as a regular toiletries, and then I may use the Toiletry... I use this one for regular toiletries, and then I may use this one, which is the 26, for other toiletries. You know, shampoo and hair stuff. Stuff like that. This is the 19. I'm just going to throw it on the ground because I have a desk full of stuff. Okay, and so this one is the 26. And monogram. I mentioned before that I take this with me when I travel, and I put my toiletries in it, and when I get to the hotel, I take my toiletries out and I use it as a clutch, especially if I'm going out at night. In the evening when I'm traveling, I like to use this and wear it as a clutch. And depending on what we're doing that in the daytime, I may use it in the daytime as well. But definitely I use this as a clutch when I go out in the evening when I'm traveling, and pack it back up with my toiletries when it's time to go home. And then sometimes too, not just when I'm traveling, but when I'm at home. I do have a clutch from Louis Vuitton in monogram, but this one holds so much more. I also have the raffia version of the Toiletry 26. It's raffia navy blue. I believe I've shown that before. You probably saw it on the shelf behind me in previous videos. That one I'm not showing that in the SLG video, even though it's a toiletry, because I use it only as a clutch. I don't think I'll ever use that as a toiletry pouch. And I mentioned the inside of that one is the same material as, it has the stripes as the Neverfulls. So like I said, I don't know if Louis Vuitton intended for the raffia one to literally be a toiletry that you put inside the bag. It appears to me as if they intended for it to be used as a clutch, but I'm not sure. So I didn't want to include that in this video because I don't use it as a toiletry at all. I only use it as a clutch. But this one I use for toiletry and a clutch. And I guess I'll go into the next one, which is the Toiletry 15. I use this specifically for toiletries. It's down inside my handbag. This little Toiletry 15 goes with me everywhere as long as it fits. As long as I'm wearing a medium to a full-size bag, it fits down in there perfectly. Let's see. Next in front of me is the 6-ring key holder in black epi leather. It has my initials in there. Extra set of keys. It's the 6-ring key holder, if I didn't say that already. Yep. And I wear it with my, I usually only wear this one when I'm wearing my black epi leather speedy bandolier in the size 25. And that bag has silver hardware. Next is my clay. This clay is black epi leather as well with the silver hardware. And I wear this one as a wallet when I wear the black epi leather speedy bandolier. And this one I believe I got from the men's section as well as that clay. I think this clay and that 6-ring key holder, I want to say I got it from the men's section in Louis Vuitton. Yeah. And I know I showed this before in a previous video, but this one holds so much because the zipper goes all the way down to the side. And then the key keeper is a little different on this one. And you just screw this thing, you twist it. Sorry if y'all hear my alarm beeping in the background. That's probably my husband going in and out of the house. But you twist it, you put your keys on there, and then you basically screw it back up. I'm not going to go over everyone in detail, so I don't even know why I'm going over this one, but that's what this is. The clay and black epi leather with palladium hardware. And next is my agenda. I think this is called an Agenda PM. When I got this, I said to myself I was going to get the small pen because I know Tiffany's makes a pen that goes inside of here. And one day I was looking in Walgreens in their section that has like their paper and stuff like that. My daughter's, my 16-year-old daughter, she loves stationery, and I think one day I ran in there to get something for her, and I saw this little pen, and I was like, okay, well, it's kind of cheap, and at the end of the day, if it doesn't fit, it's a pen you can write with, but I think it might be able to fit in my agenda, and sure enough, it does fit. And then on the tip of the pen, it has a little thing for your phone, if you want to use that instead of your finger. I never use this. My phone has a stylus on it because my phone is a Note, but yeah. And what else? Yeah, so this is the small, I don't know, I think it's called the Agenda PM, just in the monogram. I used to use, for years I would buy the Agenda refills, but I don't like them. One day when I'll go over my agendas and how I use them and the refills and everything I use in them, then I'll go over why I don't like the Louis Vuitton Agenda refills. I don't mind buying stationery from Louis Vuitton. I do have Louis Vuitton stationery, but I do not like the Agenda refills because, yeah, that story's for other days. When I bought this, I didn't get it hot stamped. They were too busy. Matter of fact, these are stickers from my other old Agenda refill that I had. This was probably from a few years ago. But I purchased the Louis Vuitton refills for years and years and years, and then I just was like, I'm done. Like, I've had enough. I'm not going to, I don't want to repurchase the Agenda refills anymore. So yeah, it's got card slots here, and then you can get it hot stamped. When I bought this, they were too busy in the store, and I couldn't get it hot stamped, and I said to myself that I was going to come back and get it hot stamped, and I just haven't yet, but I'm going to. But that's the small ring, the small Agenda. I think it's the Agenda PM. Okay, so next is the bigger Agenda. This is the Agenda MM. I hope I'm not just making these sizes up, but this is the next size up. From that one. This one is, this one I've had longer. This one is the, I think it's the MM, and that smaller one I think is the PM, or the small ring Agenda. And this one is the next size up. Again, it's monogram. I've had this one for a very long time. When it's time for me to get a new one, I would repurchase it. I would repurchase the small one and this one. And I heard that they don't make the desk Agenda anymore. I said if my life gets so busy to where I need a desk Agenda, then I would probably buy the Louis Vuitton desk Agenda. But if they don't have it anymore, then I would either have to buy it pre-loved or just go with a different brand altogether. But yeah, this is the PM1, and I don't have a pin in there, but you could probably see what I love about it. The Agenda refills that I'm using is how it has the months here, which you do not get that with the Louis Vuitton Agenda refills, which is one of the things that I absolutely hate about it. you're busy and you're trying to keep track of your life, girl, ain't nobody got no time to be flipping through the Bible thin pages where 1 month runs into another. That is doing way too much. Agenda refill. And then this one is hot stamped. It's kind of dirty right there. But you got card slots. And then I got this one hot stamped. And I'll show y'all a long time ago, the Louis Vuitton agenda refills, they used to come with rulers. And this is the ruler that I have. The Louis Vuitton ruler. They don't come with all that anymore, so. But yeah, absolutely love it. And I should have wiped it off first, but that's okay. Absolutely love it, and I would repurchase this one. Yep. This is the monogram agenda. That thing's heavy. I want to say it's the MM size. Okay. So next is this clay in the Vernis leather. Gold hardware. It has a pocket on the back. It's patent leather. A gusset on this side. This chain is a little bit different. Looks a little different. And, yep. Just a Vernis leather clay. I mentioned that I like to use clays as wallets. Because for the most part, I don't pay for things with cash. Rarely do I go and withdraw to pay for something in cash. Usually I just use a card. And that's that. I want to say this color is called Amaranth. It's like a purpley brownish color, almost like an eggplant type of color. It's a deep color. And I said to myself, if I'm going to try the Vernis leather, this was years ago, if I'm going to try the Vernis leather, then I should get I should get an SLG, and I should get it in a dark color. The fingerprints show up super, super, super easy on this. I mean, as soon as you touch it, there's just fingerprints all over it. I don't know if you can even see it. I mean, it's very cute. Don't get me wrong. I love it, but I don't think I'd want to do a bag from Louis Vuitton in patent. I've got 2 of my Chanel bags are patent leather. I would definitely buy more patent leather bags from Chanel. But I don't know if I want to go there with Louis Vuitton as far as the patent leather goes. Okay, so I guess I'll just grab this one. This one is, what is this? I forgot what this is called. Cosmetic. So this is the PM Cosmetic pouch in the PM size. They do have a GM size. I really don't wear makeup that much. I know I put on makeup when I'm making my YouTube videos. But a lot of the times, I don't wear a lot of makeup all the time. Yeah. Let me fix my hair. Yeah, so anyways, this is my cosmetic pouch in the PM size, and I have a GM size. I have a whole vanity full of makeup, but the amount of makeup that I wear, like when I put on my makeup, the amount of makeup that I wear, it won't even fill this thing up, not even halfway filled up. And I don't wear makeup every day, so I think this size is good for me. Even if I travel and I go somewhere, I think this size is good. If I'm traveling for a long period of time, more than a few days, then I can see that I would need a bigger toiletry pouch. I wouldn't mind getting a bigger one for that reason, for travel. But yeah, this is the Damma Beatz. And the reason why I got it is because I have a Neverfull GM in the Damma Beatz. So sometimes when I travel, I like to use my Neverfull or other totes that I have because they fit my lifestyle really good. A lot of times when I'm traveling, it's just, how can I say it, from like one property to another or to and from the marina. All of it's here within California. And yeah, if I do travel like longer distance, obviously that type of travel, then I still carry one of my totes as a carry-on. So this I just bought to be an SLG inside of my Neverfull in Damma Beatz. Yep. So it just looks like the regular cosmetic pouches with the slip compartment. And usually when I use these, I put my mirror, the double fastest mirror from Chanel, in there. I'm not into date codes and looking and seeing where everything was made and all that other stuff. I've never been into all that. And I believe Louis Vuitton changed. They're not using a date code thing anyway. Maybe they are, maybe they are. I don't know. I don't even look at none of that stuff when I buy my stuff. I just buy what I want and I use it. So yeah, I bought this from my local Louis Vuitton store. Everything I bought came from Louis Vuitton. So this is the clay in Damma Beatz. Just the regular clay. The next one I'm going to show is the pouch, and this is the pouch that comes in the Neverfull. I have this in my video because, yeah, when I use my Neverfull, I'll use this as my bag, like my little purse inside my tote. And I wear it as a wristlet. I wear it as a clutch. I have the belt. If you watch my YouTube video, my belt collection, I have the Damma Beatz belt. And when I wear the belt with this, it's cute. And so you can wear it as a clutch. You can also wear it as a wristlet. I kept the clay here because sometimes I wear the clay on the wristlet. So I'll use this as my wallet and wear it inside of here. Or I'll still use it as my wallet, but I clip it onto here. I actually wear it like this the most. So I know that this is supposed to be the front, I'm assuming, but I wear it like this. And just hold it like that, or wear it up on my wrist, or up more toward my elbow. Okay. So we'll keep going. I only have a few more pieces left. Like I said, if I forgot some pieces, then that's okay. You'll wind up seeing it eventually anyways, but this is the pouch that comes in the Neverfull. Like I said, I have the Neverfull GM sitting up here, and this is what it looks like inside. Okay, next is another clay. This is the Empreinte in black, or noir, however you want to say it. So it has extended zipper pull, zipper pocket on the back for coins. Has brass hardware. Everything has brass hardware except the two epi leather. They have the palladium hardware, that silver hardware. This is my favorite clay. This one. My least favorite clay is the Vernis, and the reason why is because it's very structured and rigid, like it's kind of stiff. So I thought to myself, the more I wear it, the more it should loosen up and become, I don't know, just easier to use. But I've had it for years and it hasn't. And it could be because I rotate it, so I don't get to wear it and break it in. You know, it's not broken in yet, even though I've had it for years because I'm rotating. But anyways, this one's my favorite. It's got a gusset on this side, and then not one on this side. But you literally don't need one on this side. Yeah. And then that's what it looks like on the inside, just leather on the inside. And then here is your chain. This one is my absolute favorite clay. I don't want to get another clay or a wallet in this material. I really don't see myself doing that. I'm fine with this one. I remember I went to the store and I saw when they first had these out, they had them in different colors, and they looked like they got dirty fast. I actually wanted it in red. When I looked at the red, I was just like, it already starting to look worn. And maybe it was just that one that they let everybody see and handle in the store. But even then, there was no way that I was going to spend my money on it, knowing that it could potentially wind up looking worn with a bunch of dirt. And I don't know, I just didn't like the way it was wearing, the way it looked in the store. So I decided to go with black, and I'm glad I did, because I don't have to worry about that with this one. And the leather is really soft. The embossing is deep. And like I said, this is my favorite clay. You guys know I use clays as my wallet because I really don't carry much with me but cards anyways. But in case I do carry cash, you can fold your cash and put your coins in here, your receipts in here, and you can use it in addition to using it, like I said, as a wallet. You can also use them as bag charms. You can use them for your keys only. You can use them for your keys, wallet, and a bag charm all at the same time. I just love them. There's no need for me. I find no need to really have a regular wallet when these are so they're multifunctional. The next one is the monogram clay. This one I'm using right now as my wallet. I still wear these as bag charms sometimes. Yeah, and this is just the regular monogram clay with I don't really want to show my business in there, but I've got allergy pills and some gum and then some cards. But yeah, it's just a brown. I think it's leather lined on the inside. And that's that. Dun dun dun. I hate this thing. This is a sunglass case. This is an older model. They've changed it, which I'm glad they did, but I don't think I want to buy the new one. Like I mentioned in my other video when I talked about this before, this thing, I don't recommend it. That's all I'm going to say. The glazing, I had to get it reglazed. I talked about it in another video. I don't remember what video. I think it wasn't my sunglass video. I can't remember. I talked about this in another video. I could have sworn I did. And I mentioned that the glazing was coming apart from the canvas on the sides when you bend it. Like you snap it to close it. Let me do it. So you snap it to close it, but when you open it back up where it's bent on both sides, the glazing will start coming away from it. And so that's why it was hard for me to close just now, because I refuse to snap it and close it. I just use it and I keep it open. I mentioned that I wear glasses, and a lot of the times I just put my regular eyeglasses in here, which my regular eyeglasses are just glasses from Ferragamo. And sometimes, though, I do use this inside of my bag with sunglasses. Yeah, and it's just that cream color microfiber lining, and then deep inside of there, you can see it's black because I have a white thing for your glasses down inside there. But yeah, I don't like this, but I bought it, so I'm going to keep it and use it until it falls apart. I don't think I want to go and take it to get reglazed or get a new button or anything like that. I'm just going to use it until until I can't use it anymore. Because, yeah. I'm pretty sure you can find these for dirt cheap on the pre-loved market. I think a lot of people got rid of theirs because of the glazing issues and the issues they were having with this. The new sunglass cases probably work well. But I'm fine with the pouches, the soft drawstring pouches that the sunglasses come in. Something like this is really, like, overrated, I think. Yeah, I thought it was a good idea because I was like, it's not as hard and bulky as the sunglass cases are. Like the regular, the shell part, you know, that the sunglasses come in. But then again, it gives you more structure and support than the drawstring pouch. So I thought this was going to be perfect. Not too big and bulky, but not as flimsy as the drawstring pouch. And it gives you more protection for your glasses or your sunglasses. I don't know what size this is, but this fits even I have some pretty big sunglasses and it fits all of them. So I don't know if it was a PM or a GM size, but yeah, I don't recommend this. Like I said, I can't speak to the new Louis Vuitton cases, sunglass cases they have. And I don't really think I want to buy any more sunglass cases because I feel like it's unnecessary. I have this. I'm going to use it. If something happens to it, I don't think I'll drop it off. And it's not even worth paying to get it fixed. Yeah, so that's that. The next one is my mini pochette. This is the only mini pochette I have. I think I mentioned that before. I know a lot of people have plenty of mini pochettes, but this is my only one in monogram. And I mentioned before that I have a travel trailer, a toy hauler travel trailer, and I have a boat at the marina. And so I keep those keys down inside of here, along with a purse hook. Sometimes you go places and there's nowhere to set your purse, so I pop out my purse hook and just hang it on the table. And that's it. I don't want the keys scratching up the inside of my bag. And if there's no need for me to have my boat keys or my trailer keys, then I just leave this at home. But me and my lifestyle, living in California, we're always doing something, on the go doing something, and a lot of the times we are enjoying our trailer or our boat. A lot of the weekends, it's like my husband will have his days off, and I'm like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, well, we can go, you know, stay on one of our properties. We have a recreational property. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We'll go stay on one of our properties and in our trailer, and then we'll, when we come home, the next day, we'll spend the day out on the water. So a lot of the times we'll do that, and if you watch one of my videos, what is it? What video is that? It's older. You have to like scroll back. It wasn't the vlog video. It's another one. I only have one vlog and one other video. I think it says subscribe to my channel or something like that. And you can kind of get a feel of what our weekends are like. But anyways, that's that. Toiletry. No. Mini Pochette. And I always get the Mini Pochette and the Toiletry mixed up. When I'm looking at this, I obviously know that's a Mini Pochette, but when I say it, I always pick this up and say Toiletry. But it's the Mini Pochette. And like I said, this is the only Mini Pochette that I have. Honestly, I was debating. When I first bought this, I was debating between this and the Toiletry 15 years ago. And I want to say I picked this over the Toiletry 15. And I was primarily going to use it for my toiletries. But why I changed my mind is because the lining on the inside is not wipeable. So if I wind up spilling anything in here, you can't wipe it out. I mean, it's going to stain it. And so if the Toiletry 15 essentially is the same size and it holds the same amount, but you can wipe out the lining, then I should have bought the Toiletry 15, which is why I wound up buying it. And then I just repurposed this one to hold my keys and stuff, my boat keys and my trailer keys. When I bought this years ago, and when I say years ago, I mean a very long time ago, we didn't have the boat or the trailer back then. So I don't even know what I was using this for. It's probably just sitting there with my SLGs. But later down the line, years later, we wound up getting a boat and a trailer. And so now I keep my keys for those things in here. The video ain't even about all that. I'm just trying to show my SLGs, but I have to at least explain how I use that and why. So this one is the cosmetic pouch in the PM. So I showed already the cosmetic pouch that I have. I showed already the cosmetic pouch that I have in the Damma Azure. Well, I had this one first, and I fought myself. I think I mentioned that in another video. I fought myself for a long time, for years. I kept telling myself I'm not going to buy it because I don't need it. And when I do wear makeup, I don't wear that much of it, and I could just throw it in another container, another pouch, and I'm good. And then finally, one day, I was like, okay, I'm going to buy it because it appeared as if Louis Vuitton, their items started becoming harder to get in canvas. And I thought I just had all the time in the world to go buy it. So I don't need that right now. And if I change my mind, it's a classic. They'll always have it. But when I saw that they weren't restocking their canvas pieces, I was like, oh, shoot, well, maybe I should get it just in case. And so I got it and started using it. And I was like, oh, my God, I needed this the whole time. I think this is called the cosmetic pouch in the PM size. So when I saw how well this worked for me, then I definitely needed to get it in the Damma Azure for when I have my Damma Azure Neverfull GM and I travel with that. I mentioned I used to have the Neverfull GM in monogram, but I gave it to my daughter. I plan on buying it again. I just haven't yet. At least I think I plan on buying it again. I don't know. Truth be told, the totes that I absolutely love, and I have 3 of them, and maybe I'll review them and show them one day. They're over there. They're MCM large lids reversible shoppers. I love those things. I absolutely love them, which is why I have 3 of them. And I love the pouches that go inside. Those two, the pouches that go inside and the large lids reversible shopper, will be 2 separate videos because I have a lot to say about those. And I don't know if people are still wearing them, but well, I'm not supposed to be showing what's inside, but there you go. What was I about to say? Yeah, I love those large lids reversible shoppers from MCM. But anyways, this is my cosmetic pouch in the monogram, in the PM size. I absolutely love it. Okay, so the next one is another clay. This one's in Damma Beatz. The only Damma Beatz bag I have is my, what is that thing called? Alma PM. And so, of course, I use this as a wallet when I carry my Alma PM. I used to have a Speedy Bandolier 30 in Damma Beatz. I mentioned that one. I gave that one to my daughter as well. And I did mention that I want to repurchase that one also. And this is just the regular clay in Damma Beatz. I love how carefree the Damma Beatz is. And this just has that dark brown leather trim. Or cowhide leather, whatever you call it. Down on the inside. The darker brown. Oops. Okay, so the last one is my card holder. And the only other card holder I have, do I even still have it? I don't know, I may have given it away. I only had 2 card holders. So the other one, I'm not sure if I still have it or not, but whatever. Anyway, so this one is my monogram one. This one, it only has 1 card slot in the front, 1 in the back, 1 in the middle. And I mentioned I don't stretch it out or anything. So I literally only put 1 in the front, 1 in the back, but I put 2 in the middle. I usually carry 4 to 5 cards. Usually 4. So this one works out just fine. By not putting too many cards in it, it keeps it nice and slim and thin. And yeah, but I typically I wear my clays most of the time as a wallet. And I grab for this sometimes. I think it's worth it. If something happened to it, I would definitely... If something happened to these, I would buy them again. If something happened to this one, I would buy it again too. A lot of the times, I don't show my bag of the day or my outfit of the day or anything like this. Anything like that. Like, I don't show my shoes or anything like that I'm wearing. Sometimes I do wear this, even though it always seems like I always have a clay. When I do like what fits in my bag or I'm doing a bag review, I'm normally using a clay. It's just coincidence that it turned out like that, but I do use this a lot. It's just the regular monogram. And I like it because it's classic. If you haven't noticed, inside of my handbags, I prefer monogram SLGs. I love the canvas. It's very, very durable. I hear a lot of people talking about how brands like Louis Vuitton, for example, charge a lot for their canvas, and they don't want to pay that much for a canvas piece. I agree with them. However, I hate to say it, but I feel like the canvas pieces are more durable than the leather. Yes, the canvas can crack and then it's no good anymore, but I find that if it cracks, it's probably not being used. Because when you're really using it, it softens up just like leather does. And if the corners start getting wear and tear on it, then you can reglaze it. A lot of the times, if there's no glazing on a leather one and the corner starts to wear, that's just it. It's just done. There's nothing else that you can do about it. So if something happens to this one, as long as Louis Vuitton still sells it, I will repurchase it as long as the price is reasonable. Otherwise, I go to another brand and buy one. But I do, at least I have this card holder. I have this one card holder. I like all my SLGs to match. All my SLGs are, like I said, they're monogram for the most part. And they match. When I open my bag, what's in my bag matches. I don't really care if, for example, if I'm wearing my Damma Beatz bag, all my SLGs inside of my bag are going to be monogram and they're all going to match. The only thing that's going to be different is what I'm using as my wallet, which will be the clay and Damma Beatz. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but let's just say I'm using a YSL bag. When I open my bag, all my SLGs inside of my bag is going to be monogram from Louis Vuitton. The only one that's not going to be monogram is whatever I'm using as my wallet, and that will match the bag itself. So with the exception of what I'm using as a wallet, everything else will match. I don't have any Chanel SLG, so usually when I'm wearing a Chanel bag, everything inside of my bag is monogram, and I'll either have this or my monogram clay, or one of my clays. I like all my SLGs to match, and the only exception usually is what I'm using as a wallet. Is anybody else like that? Like they be saying, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, but anyways, let me stop talking. That's it. I think that's it for my SLGs from Louis Vuitton. I already did a belt collection video, so I haven't bought any new belts since then. So, have I? I don't know if I have or if I haven't. I know I definitely haven't bought any from Louis Vuitton, so there's no reason to include Louis Vuitton belts because I don't really look at them as SLGs. And, well, actually, because they're not, I guess, right? So anyways, that's it. That's all. I just wanted to make this video, go over my Louis Vuitton SLG collection. I don't feel like I have a lot of SLGs, but the SLGs that I have, I use them. I use every last one of them. And like I said, I love using the clays. They're perfect for me as a wallet. I had an Emily wallet, but I gave that one to my daughter. I do have other wallets from other brands, but like I said, this is just Louis Vuitton. So I hope y'all like the video. Sorry for the noise. That's this squeaky chair. I mentioned that I'm probably going to change the way I'm sitting because before I was sitting on the floor in here, like in the corner, and that was working just fine. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it'd be easier if I had stuff, if I was actually sitting in a chair. So I was like, I'll sit at my nail station. This is where I do my nails. And it's not turning out so great. The angle from the camera, the noise the desk makes, the chair is squeaky. Yeah, so I'm probably going to, I said that before. I feel like I said that before, that I want to change where I'm sitting and all that good stuff, but I don't know. I mean, for the most part, you know, when I buy my stuff and all the stuff that I have, I was buying it years before I was even watching YouTube, or even making YouTube. I've only been making YouTube videos since January, so this room isn't really designed for making videos, and I really don't want to change things around in my life. If I'm gonna make videos, I'm sitting down and I'm gonna record and use what I have. Yeah, I'm not gonna really alter. What am I trying to say? Like, I'm not going to shop a lot. I mentioned that. I'm not going to shop a lot just for the sake of doing unboxings. I'm going to continue to buy stuff here and there just like I've always done. And if I share it, then I share it. And if I don't, I don't. Eventually, I look at it like this. Eventually, you'll wind up seeing it. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to change this room around and get it all set up so that it could be nice so I can film. I'm just going to use what I have and work with that. And that's it. So that's it. That's all. Hope y'all like the video. Bye.